What's up, everybody? Welcome back to week 3 of Trauma to Triumph training. I'm so proud of you guys for showing up week after week to better support the youth in our communities. Last week, we talked about what trauma is, and if you weren't here, make sure you go back and get caught up. This week, we're going to discuss building trust with children impacted by trauma. This is so important. A lot of kids who are navigating trauma in their home life don't trust adults, especially those who are unfamiliar. So when they're going into school settings or after school programming or basketball, soccer, whatever sports they might be playing, or going over a friend's house for a weekend, they might not be so open to trusting you because of the experiences that they're having in their household. And this week, we will discuss how to change that. First, we're going to talk about the attachment styles and what that means. So, what is attachment? Attachment is the emotional bond formed between a child and their primary caregiver. This bond is essential for healthy emotional development. A secure attachment gives children the foundation they need to trust others and feel safe. An attachment is not just with the primary caregiver. This is with friends. This is with other people who are going to be involved in their life. It's possible for children to form attachments to anyone, just like we as adults form attachments in a relationship with our friends, family, etc. How trauma impacts attachment. When a child experiences trauma, like abandonment or abuse, their ability to form secure attachment may be disrupted. This can lead to trust issues, anxiety, and difficulties in relationships. Most children who are impacted by trauma don't have secure attachment styles. They actually have what they call an anxious attachment style. When a child has an anxious attachment style, they're always worried about being abandoned, being abused, not feeling safe with that person, but they might be overly attached to you out of fear that you're going to leave, or they might be overly insecure about the relationship, always wondering if they're being good enough, if they're behaving. Look at me, look at me, look at me type of vibe because they are so used to the adults in their life letting them down. Steps for creating secure attachment with children impacted by trauma. 1. Be consistent. Consistency is key, right? At any type of familiar relationship, you need to be consistent. Offer a predictable routine which helps foster a sense of safety. Show this kid over and over again, despite how they're behaving, despite how they show up for you, that you're not going to give up on them, that you're going to be a safe space for them to rely on, someone who is not going anywhere. Respond to their emotional needs. Show empathy and validation. Let the child know their feelings are important. I know that sometimes it can be hard to constantly validate someone's feelings when, as an adult, you're like, I already showed this kid I love them so much. Why are they behaving in this way? Why are they acting like this? But they have some deep-rooted things that are causing them to have a sense of they're not worthy, they're not enough. So this is when you have the opportunity to step in and remind them that, hey, listen, what you're feeling is valid, but it's not fact. You deserve love. You deserve to be safe. And I understand that in this moment you might be angry, and that is valid. But you don't have to act on that anger because me, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to hurt you. I might let you down because I'm not perfect, but I'm going to be here to continue to support you. Provide reassurance. Offer verbal and physical reassurance. Comforting hugs, calm words. Hugs, depending on the setting that you're in the program that I work in, if a kid initiates, you're allowed to give a side hug, but it depends on your place of employment. If you're a parent or a foster parent, just make sure you ask for consent before you put your hands on any child, but provide them reassurance, comforting words. It's okay. I see you. You're worthy. I understand. I'm listening. I'm here for you. How can I help? And be patient. Healing takes time. Children may need time to trust you and feel safe in their new environment. So if you're a foster parent or you're a teacher and they're in a new school, a new after school program, and this kid is acting out or, just trying to adapt in a way that most kids might not because of the different environment, please, please, please be patient. Give them time to adjust. It's not an easy transition. I was in over a dozen foster homes before I graduated high school, and every time it was different. And eventually I got numb to it, but in the beginning it was very challenging. I had a few teachers that were extremely patient with me, and it made all the difference. Examples of fostering trust through emotional connection. Spend quality time with a child without distractions, even if it's just a few minutes, and be present. So, if you're a teacher or you're working in an after school program and you know that this kid is going through something in the household, you've already picked up and recognized the signs of trauma because you paid attention last week. Pull them aside for a minute or two. Ask them how their day was. Check in with them. Show them that you care. Show them that they matter and that there's somebody that wants to be involved in their life in a healthy way. Like it says, even if it's just 2-3 minutes, check in with them, create time for them, and it will make all the difference. Especially if these kids are going home to environments where nobody cares and they're getting locked in a room or put in a corner and they're not getting any attention. That 2 to 3 minutes might change the whole trajectory of their day. Next, encourage open communication and listen actively. So allow them to know, hey, if you need to talk to me, I'm here for you. And when you are talking to them, make sure you are listening. Make eye contact, nod your head, repeat back to them what they're saying so they know you're not just sitting there absorbing what they're saying, but you're listening and you care and what they say matters to you. Offer comfort during stressful or scary situations. Sometimes after you've built this trust, these kids might come to you with some of the deepest, darkest things that they're dealing with. It's already hard and scary for them to tell the business. So make sure you foster a safe community for them to do so. And that's it for this week, ladies and gentlemen. This week we learned how to build trust with our foster kids, how to support them, our kids going through trauma, foster children, kids going through abuse or neglect in the household, anybody experiencing trauma. You now are equipped to learn how to build trust, how to support them, how to comfort them, how to spend time with them, how to be consistent, how to be patient. And next week, we'll talk about common behavioral signs of children in trauma, so you can spot it from a mile away. I'm proud of you for showing up this week. Keep coming. I love you guys.